Okay.
Hi, dear friends. Today we are going to see two important points as part of core Java. So that is called static and non-static. Static and non-static. Today we are going to see static, static, static and non-static. Okay. This is very important things which is used in real time Java related application. Okay, we will see all this concept with practical proof. We can say static is part of a class. What is that? Part of the class. This is a important point. Static is part of the class, and we can say one more point. Java will maintain single copy of data in case of static. That means Java will maintain single copy of a data for the variables which is available in the class. That is the purpose of static. So what is the advantage maintaining single copy of data? Means it will save the memory. We know very well memory is more costly. So whenever we are running our Java application, that application sitting into Java virtual machine. So as a developer, we have to write carefully to utilize the memory or processor more efficiently. So in that case, we have to decide what are all the variables in our application need to declare as a static and what are all the variables should be declared as a static. In your application, if you want to maintain particular data is common for all the object, otherwise we can say common for all the object, common common for all the objects, then we have to maintain those variables as a, otherwise data as a static. That is the advantage. Okay, and one more thing, all the static members, that means static members we can call, all the static members we can call members, all the static members called with the using class name, class name. Even using the reference variable also we can call, using object also we can call, but that is not recommended. Using static members we can call. Okay, static members we can called we can call using reference reference variables, uh, reference variables, but it is not recommended, it is not recommended. Okay, recommended. Okay, so this is the concept behind the static. Static is a part of the class. That means what are all the variables or functions we are declaring inside the class as a static, that is part of class only, which means we can call those members using the name of the class. It's very simple. And again, single copy of a data will be maintained in case of static. So we know very well we can create n number of object, otherwise n number of objects using class. All right. Okay. So like that we are creating n number of objects, but in case of static members that will be maintained common copy for all the objects. That is the main concept here. Okay, so static members will be maintained common for all the object, and static members are called using class name. Static members we can call using reference variable. Same way non-static we know very well. Non-static. Okay, non-static is again instance of a class. We can, sorry, this is the again members, this is non-static members we can call, we can call using reference variable, otherwise we can say object reference variables or else objects. Okay, objects. Okay, this is the thing. Okay, non-static, then non-static variable is a unique copy, otherwise independent copy of several objects, otherwise multiple objects. Okay, Let's see if we can prove this concept as part of our program now. Okay, I'm going to write one small class called test main. Public class test main is a class. Okay, sorry, this is the class. I'm going to provide one small method called what is that, public static void main string arguments. Okay, we know very well why this public static void main method. In order to execute our run our Java program, we have to provide public static void main. Okay, yes, that's why I have provided. Okay, now I have saved this class using test main. Okay, test main under which directory it is Java samples. Okay, if you want I can delete this one first. I am going to delete everything. Okay, now okay, I'm going to save again. Now we can see this directory under this. Let me save it quickly. Okay, save is done. Now see test main.java is part of our Java sample directory. Okay, yes, that's good. Now what I'm going to do is public, there is a spelling mistake, public. Okay, right, public class test main, and again I'm going to create one more small class inside same file called one is a class. What is that? One is the class I'm going to create. Okay, now see this, I'm going to provide one non-static variable with the value 10. Okay, with the value 10. At the same time I'm going to provide one method called as void increase a, just a small method increase a. What this method will do is just it will increase the value of the non-static variable a. Okay, a, I'm putting a plus plus. Okay, a plus plus. Now see this, I'm going to create one small object. Okay, one is a class. This is the way you have to create object. Okay, new is operator useful to create a object. Okay, obj1 is a name of the reference variable. Okay, so what will happen when this portion of code, so we have seen our previous video, in order to execute our Java program compulsory we have to provide one main method. There is a way we have provided public static void main. Okay, inside I have created one object called obj. So what will happen when this line of code got executed in our JVM? So it is very simple. Let me open my MS Paint. I will show you quickly how what will happen here. Okay, because where it is file new. Okay, new. Second. Okay, let me show you. So what will happen in JVM? Whenever this line of code got executed, very simple. It will create an object. What is that? It will create one object. Okay, now that object is pointed by the reference variable called obj. What is that? Obj1. Obj1, I think. Obj1. Okay, yes. Now what is there inside the object? There is a variable called a. There is a variable called a, and it having the content called what is that? 10. Okay, yes. Now one more thing. Now see, I'm going to display this one. Let's see, system.out.println. Now I am going to write one content, the value of a on obj1. That means in the object. Okay, see how to call that value using the object reference variable. What is that? Obj1 dot a. Okay, I'm going to compile this class. This is non-static member. This is, otherwise we can say a is a non-static variable, increase a is a non-static method. Okay, yes. Now I'm going to run this quickly. Let me clear my screen. I'm going to compile. We know very well how to compile Java C test main.java. Compilation done. There is no error. Now I'm going to run this Java program. How will you run Java? So we have seen what will happen when we type the Java command. It will start the JVM and it will give the main class to the JVM. See, we are able to see the content of the content of the value a on object 1. See obj1. This is a 10. 10 is a variable. That's what here. Whenever this portion of code got executed, it will create an object. Now that object is pointed by the reference variable obj. That is a concept. Okay. Then using this object, I am displaying the value a. That's why we are able to see the value 10 in the console. The content of value a on the object 1. Okay. Yes. Next, see, I am going to call one more time. Please see, observe here. So, I'm going to call the method called increase a is a name of the method. Again, I am displaying same value. Let's see what will happen. Okay, let's see what will happen. Okay, so what will happen now? See, I'm going to compile once again. Test. Okay, I'm going to run this. See, now we got the variable, the content of a as a 11. The problem, the thing is, we are calling this increase a, then it will invoke this method. Inside, we are incrementing the content of a. So what will happen then this increase a method got executed. Simply it will 1 second, just increase the value of the variable a. That means here now what is the value here? This value will be removed. Okay, 10 will be removed. Then this is increased by 1. Then what is the value of a now? 11. Okay, any confusion in this? No, it is very simple. It is very simple. So nothing confusion here. Okay. Okay, this is the thing. Okay, next, see, I'm going to create another object. I'm going to create another object. I'm going to create another object called obj2. What is that? Obj2. Similarly, I'm going to display the content of a using the reference variable, otherwise object obj2. So same way, so whenever we are creating an object, so what will happen? So this is the thing again. Another copy of object will be created. Okay, another copy of object will be created. Now that is pointed by the reference variable. That is pointed by the reference variable obj2. What is that? obj2. Okay, obj2. Now inside this object we have a non-static variable called what? A. What is there in the a? Value of 10. Okay, value of 10 will be there. Okay. I'm sorry. Okay. Yes, now see this. Now this is okay. We are displaying the value of obj2 and the value of a. Now see what will happen. Now what will happen? See, I'm going to compile. 1 second, let me save. I think I haven't saved. Okay, I'm going to save now. Let me clear this console first. Okay, and again I'm compiling same file and I'm running this. See this? Now object2, what is the content inside the object2 having the variable a? 10. Okay, now see the story here. Now you people is very much clear about how this non-static variable is working. So using the reference variable, object reference variable, we are going to call only the non-static variable. That is the concept here. Now I am going to declare, see here, one more variable. See here, one more variable, that is static variable integer b equal to 20. I am going to give. What is the initial value for this b? 20. Now see, if, for example, inside this method itself I am trying to increase the value of b. Now see this, one more concept here is you can understand very easily. This is very simple. This is the static variable b. Okay, this is non-static member. Okay, now see, I'm going to write one more static member. See this static method, this static method, this is non-static method, this is a static method. When we are saying particular method is a static, if you add the keyword static. When we are saying particular variable as a static, when we are adding static keyword. Okay, now see the story here. See, this is very important point. People will ask sometimes in interview. See, it is throwing an error. That means static members. So, sorry, 1 second. Let me change the name of the method here. Something like this. Okay. Now I'm going to compile once again. See here what it is saying. See the error once again. See, so what it is saying, non-static variable cannot be referenced from the static context. Concept is very simple. Method is static. Inside the method, I am going to use the variable a, which is a non-static. That's why it is throwing an error. The concept here is static members will use only the static members. Otherwise, static method will use only the static members. Otherwise, static variables. Okay, non-static variables not allowed inside the static member. That is the concept behind this. But the non-static method can have static and non-static. That means the non-static method can accept, otherwise allow both static and non-static member, but static method will not allow, static method will not allow non-static. A plus plus, sorry, A is a non-static. That's why very clearly it is saying non-static variable cannot be referenced to the static context. Okay, again I'm going to remove this. Now see what will happen. See, no error at all. That means static member will allow only the static variables. Other static method will allow only the static variables. Non-static method can allow both static and non-static variables. Okay, you got it right. Okay, so the additional point, what is the static method? Here, one more point is, this is a very important entry question. People will ask static methods. Okay, static methods will allow, static methods allow only static variables. Okay, at the same time non-static members allow, so non-static method will allow non-static, so it will allow, already we have a heading, it will allow methods. Okay, methods will accept, okay, both static and non-static. Okay, static and non-static. Okay, this is the concept behind this. Okay, yes. Now see, now you people are very clear. Now I'm going to remove this one to avoid the confusion now. Okay, now this is okay here. Now see this here, increase A, increase B. Now we have another method. I'm going to write another method, going to provide increase B is a name of the method. Increase B is a name of the method. Okay, right. Okay, now I'm quickly going to run this. Okay, compilation, no compilation error. Now see the story here. I'm going to call both A and B. What is that? A and B. I'm going to call B. Okay, here also I'm going to call A as well as, going to call A as well as B. Okay, B. Okay, see here I am displaying initial value of A using the reference variable B1, and again I'm increasing the value of A using the same object. Then here I'm displaying the value, incrementing value, and here I'm calling the value B using same object. Okay, using same object. Okay, yes. Now again here also using obj2, I'm calling both A and B. Okay, let compile this and see here. If you want, I can put one more SOP with empty line, system dot out dot. Okay, println I'm going to give some space so that we can now differentiate both object content obj1 and 2. Okay, yes. Now see quickly, I'm going to first clear the screen, quickly compile, and I'm going to run this. Okay, test main. Okay, Java space class name. This is the way. See, it's very simple. this object is different, this object is different. Here we have increased value of the a using the object 1. Let me change a little on this. This is the content of b. Again this is content of b. Again I am going to compile. I'm running. Okay, the value of a for the object 1 is 10. Value of a after making the increment 11, and the value of b for the object obj1 20. Same way a and b on obj2, it is 10 and 20. Now here we can see this is 10, we have incremented and we got 11. But here we have object again. Suppose it has to display 11, but it is displaying only 10. The problem here is this obj2 is a independent copy of another object. That is the problem. Okay, now see, I am going to make here, please observe here this very clearly here. So now what I am doing is I am going to increase the value using the object 1, the method c b. I am increasing the value only b, then I am going to display the value of b here. Let's see what will happen. Value of b I am going to display here. Okay, using the object 1. Okay, same way here also already we are displaying a obj2 using this object obj2. Okay, yes. Now see the story here. I am going to run this. Compilation done. I am making clear. Now see here, a, the copy of b is for object 1 is 21 and the copy of b for the object 2 is 21. Then what is the concept behind this? This is the concept. That means single copy of data has been maintained in case of static. That means I will explain here so that you people can understand very easily. Okay, here we have another variable called what is the another variable? B. Okay, what is the initial value? 20. Okay, 20. Okay, 20. So whenever you are invoking increase b using this object, then that means this portion of code got executed. That means this portion increase obj. Using obj you are increasing the value. Then what will happen? This value will be increased by 21. This value is increased by 21. Okay, that means initially 20 and again now 21. Okay, now 21. Now 21. This same copy is maintained for the entire class. That's why there are multiple objects you are creating. Each and every object will expose the same data. The problem is that is a static. That's why here see this value b is increased by the object obj1. When I am displaying obj2, that incremented value will be displayed here. That's why we got the 21 value, both the object 1 as well as object 2 for the variable b. The problem, the reason behind this is b is part of static. This is the concept, static and non-static. Then whenever we are going the interview, people will try to confuse you, so you should very careful about static and non-static. Okay, static is a part of a class. Again, single copy of data has been maintained for all the static members. Even though we are creating multiple objects, each an object having a single copy. That means the entire objects, that means multiple objects, it have only one copy of data has been maintained. That is the reason we are saying this is part of a class. And again, one more reason why we are saying this is part of class in the sense, see here, what we did here, how we are displaying the value using the reference variable. But sometimes we can call, not sometimes, yeah, if you want, if you require using the class name, let's say invoke using class name, invoke using class name. See this here, What is the name of the class? This one. Okay, simply I'm not creating an object now, another object or something. Simply I'm going to create one dot b. Let's see what will happen. Okay, one dot b. Okay, now I'm going to run. See this? Now I'm able to get the value of the variable a. The problem here is I am not a problem. I am not creating any object. Using the class name I'm going to invoke. Okay, using the class name I'm going to invoke the static variable. The main advantage here is, again one more, you have to stress this point in the interview. It will, okay, increase the otherwise it will save the memory. Okay, in real time application we should very careful. If you want to maintain single copy of a data for the all the object, then you have to create a static variables. Okay, it will save the memory. Okay, how it is saving? Because it is maintaining single copy. In case of object, it will maintain n number of copy. That means non-static variable. Non-static variable is a part of an object. Then each and every object, it has a memory for the non-static variable. Okay, to increase the memory, otherwise to save the memory, we are going to declare variables as a static. Okay, once again I will recap this entire concept begin static and non-static. Static is a part of the class, and it will maintain single copy of a data. It is common for all the objects. Static members called using the class name. Static members we can call using reference variable also sometimes, but it is not at all recommended. Okay. Next, static methods allow only the static variables, but non-static variables allow both the static and the non-static members, otherwise non-static variables. Okay. The main advantage of static is to save the memory. Okay, this is all about static and non-static as part of core Java. Thanks viewers. Next we will see some other interesting concept as part of core Java. Okay, thank you, thanks for watching. Bye.